Hello, everybody, and welcome back to baseball right here on youtube.com/Seanosaurus Rex. My name is Sean. Today, the Mariners and Justice Sheffield, who's 11-11 with a 3.98 ERA, take on Chris Bassett, who is 9-12 with a 2.60 ERA. Surprising record with that ERA, or surprising ERA with that record. As the Mariners open the final set of games here in the regular season, according to MLB The Show 22, because they don't account for the lockout delay. So that's how it's going to work. Postseason's in 3 days. We have locked a postseason spot up. We're set, ready to roll into the postseason. We'll make it for the second year in a row that I've done this. We've made the postseason. We might, maybe, hopefully won't, end up as a wild card. We're 2 games ahead of the Houston Astros. The magic number is 2. The Mariners, we have the easier road. We have to face the Athletics for the final 3 games. The Astros are losers of 2 in a row to a kind of lowly Diamondbacks team. And they are playing a Tampa Bay Rays team that is hovering around 500. Even if they're not going to make the playoffs, they are a respectable team. We disappointed yesterday. I was very upset with the way that game went. Not happy with the performance, and we lost 2-1. We had another rough series against Texas. Whatever reason, just kind of gets me. A couple of times I was a little too impatient. 3 times specifically that I was too impatient. A couple of them were first pitch swings into immediate inning-ending plays, and the send around third was not great because I probably could have scored on a sac fly the following at bat. But that is okay. That's all right. We're going to move on to the Athletics, the basement dweller in the American League West. They are 66-93. They've lost 5 in a row. We're going to get better. We're going to improve, and we're going to win some games. A couple interesting things to keep a note on as we go through. You'll see the scores at the bottom. The Astros, keep an eye on their score. The Mets, the New York Mets and Atlanta, they are playing each other, and they could end up in a tie for the National League East if New York wins 2 of the 3 games, I believe. New York needs to sweep them to win, so keep an eye on that. And then you can take a look at, if you're so inclined, you can take a look at the National League wild card. Keep an eye on the Brewers and the Padres, as well as the Mets, for some fun. If you're interested in that sort of thing. We probably won't have any more around the leagues, though I was maybe thinking about maybe having 1 or 2 if there were some interesting games coming down to it, but we'll leave that discussion for another day. Let's jump into today's game. Let's get it going. Regional theme, hybrid, you know it. Justice Sheffield. We got kind of a tired lineup here. We're going to go ahead and throw. Do I have my switch hitting Cal Raleigh? I do. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be a little aggressive with the way we're using our lineup. I want to try and get the win. I want to get the win every day, but I want to get ourselves in a good position early in this series. So we're gonna make sure that we save. We're gonna put our good lineup out there. Not that there's like a bad lineup necessarily, but sometimes we do kind of lose some of those power hitters. Rodriguez is going to lead off. Kyle Lewis. Ty France is going to flip with... Ty France is going to do that. Brian Hayes. Brian Hayes I don't think was in the last game. And then Dylan Moore is the DH, but that's going to be Ketel Marte. Brian Hayes. So we got righty. So left, right, left, right, left. Left, left, left. Right. We could probably switch Ke'Bryan to there. That does give us a double lefty on the loop around, the lineup flip over. We have 3 switch hitters in the lineup, which is good. That'll work. Baseball every day, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Stick around for the playoffs. It's getting exciting. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see if there's any interesting games happening on Sunday. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Part of me wants to get wild. The other part of me realizes how long it takes to record those and goes, yeah, maybe not. You got a lot of other things to do. There are other games you can play. But then I'm like, it could be cool. I don't know. Start loading my own channel up with just baseball video after baseball video. Bold move to be wearing that in September. Shorts, and let's see. What is the temperature in Seattle?
Just about set to go.
Justice Sheffield has an 11-11 record, a 3.98 ERA, and 31 starts. 203.2 innings pitched, 246 hits given up, 4 walks. Seattle's weather is 65 degrees right now. And this game starts at like 7 p.m. I guess it's not bad. But it's raining right now. Well, that's a bad start.
That's a base hit.
What if we just end up backing our way into the playoffs? That's like such a concern for me at this point. That's just a better hit. That's a terrible slider. The Dodgers were playing the Padres, excuse me, were playing.
Kicks and deals. Come back to the mound. Touches the bag for one. Relay to
Excellent play. Okay, we can clinch the AL West with a win today. That's it. That's all we have to do. Shouldn't have looked at that.
Olsen's turn to hit. This guy has turned into a beast.
Oh, no.
That's back there. Oh! Matt Olson goes deep. His 33rd homer of the year, and they jump out front.
What is going on?
Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now.
He's just a good hitter against...
First pitch just misses.
Wow, okay. We've been giving up a good number of home runs in these last few games.
Up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
So it's interesting. You go back to that double play that we had. You could see, if you looked closely, you could see that I had actually not hit that very well at all with Crawford because I wasn't sure he was going to be able to get to it. So it was in the yellow zone. Thankfully, he just ran the ball there and then was able to throw it to first for the double play. Ends up working out extra importantly. We've given up 3 hits already. Here is the Oakland Athletics starter. Chris Bassett also with 31 starts, 9-12 with a 2.60 ERA, 207.2 on the innings pitched, 177 hits and 46 walks, a 107 on the whip, and 152 strikeouts.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now
Alberto Rodriguez. He has been effective since we've been using him, been spliced him into the lineup. Sinker at 95, a four-seam at 95, a cutter at 91, a circle change at 88, and a slider at 79. Disappointing outing yesterday, and that is a missed pitch right there. Can't think about it too much, and I cannot think about the fact that we can clinch with a win. Can't worry about that. And I got under a circle change that I should have crushed.
Drifts towards it, and there's one away.
It's been the kind of the story of the day, huh? Or story of the week, I should say.
Not great in the OBP department. In there for strike one. And the righty deals. And a foul
That was it.
ball.
That was the pitch I needed to crush. He has enough power against righties to get the damage done. That's
Pitch
way
misses
outside.
there. Ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's
Now
way
the count
outside.
is even.
Here we go. Here we go. Battling a little bit here.
And a pitch. The punch out there.
Looked right at it, and
Now
I just
2 out.
couldn't pull the
Frustrating
trigger.
into the at bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a
Batting
little
third,
while. You
the
want to be ready to hit
designated
the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Definitely overthought it. I was absolutely looking off speed there.
An outstanding
I was looking for
hitter
something
in
that was either going to be
Marte.
off speed and
2
like
hits in the game
a
last
hanger
night.
or try to get me to swing
Next
and
offering
miss
is
the
down
zone.
low.
Kind of like that, but more like in the
That
dirt.
is ball 1. The pitch. Left field.
That'll
Can't
drop.
get there, base
That'll
hit.
drop.
Batting fourth. The right
Runner at
fielder.
first with 2 away. Now batting.
By the way, just to follow up on a thought I had yesterday, the postseason mode in this only has.
Swings
That was
through
it.
that one.
That was it.
0-1.
God damn it. The postseason mode in this game, by the way, only has the regular playoffs. It does not have the expanded playoffs, so that kind of throws my my plan out of
Davidson
all out of
settles
whack.
under this
That's a
one.
frustrating. That's a frustrating end.
Catch, inning over.
He's leaving some
League
pitches
one.
for me to
Still
hit.
behind by a count of
That's a
1-0.
problem that I'm not executing on that stuff. It's not surprising, but it's still it's just making it more and more baffling that I was able to score 12 runs.
Here's Stephen Piscotty. There you see how he's doing down the
Leading
stretch
off
with
for
his
the
August and
Athletics.
September
The
splits.
right fielder. Stephen Piscotty.
And a pitch. Up the middle. Crawford picks it up, tosses to first, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting seventh. The catcher. Sean Murphy.
Here's Sean Murphy. That one's in there, 0-1. And a swing and a line drive at a right field and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
We're giving up a lot of
Swing like that
contact.
can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Lázaro Armenteros stands in now and lets that one go for a strike. The other way. And he
How did that was another double
No one
play?
could get
Oh,
to
he
the
was
bag
right
in
there.
time.
I was trying to run him back to the bag to
Next,
touch it, but
Logan Davidson.
didn't
Sat
work.
out last night's game, but back in there today. In there, and it's 0-1. And that one off the outside edge. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force. Third out.
yeah.
The A's
Thankfully, it
strand one.
doesn't
Mainly
cost
just
me
1-0.
anything. A bit of a better. I really thought that was going to be a double play. But again, just like kind of like a lack of awareness in the
And
animations.
welcome back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the
Leading up
shortstop,
for the
J.P.
Mariners.
Crawford.
The shortstop. J.P.
The wind of the pitch. And that's through there for a strike.
Ooh, okay.
Bassett, he gets a lot of
I
swing
mean,
and miss,
all right.
and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. And that one almost got him. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes
Fuck
and keeping
me.
base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But
It's a
at this
terrible
point, he hasn't got to
swing.
worry
It's
about
such a frustrating
one
result.
it. Good hard fastball up in the zone right
That
there.
is
They
it.
look really good
The first
coming in,
baseman,
but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Toro.
Abraham Toro takes a strike there as he stands at the plate now. Next one misses, and it's 1-1. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Swing
one
and a pop
again.
up in foul ground. Armenteros racing over to make the catch. Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more of that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt. Key Brian Hayes in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Kicks and fires. And there's a foul ball. Here's a 1-1.
Oh, God damn it, sinker got me. Pretty good timing on it though. It's just a disastrous start.
2-3 go to Mariners. They trail here.
We had a slow start yesterday. Most of the hits that we piled up were in the last third of the game, but even then it was still I was too anxious with it, and I just kept throwing opportunities away. And that's why you see sends like that where it's like there's no reason for him to send that runner right there. And it's because how am I going to get this situation again?
He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's Tony Kemp. Lifted in the air, right center field. Lewis, long run into the gap. Nice.
We're giving way too many base runners up.
He's in there. Here,
what kind of speed do we have? 64 on the speed on the.
That first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And now the lefty on the ground out to short. To first. Now 2 away as they get a run across. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Matt Chapman. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a bouncer. Whips it to first on the run.
Nice play.
Out number 3.
Hey, take the sure out. I mean, that could have been a a double play, but
the home half of inning number 3. It's the A's 2 and the Mariners nothing.
this is such a
Back here at the ballpark as we go.
terrible way to end this
Now the
season.
Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing
Way
and a
too late.
miss.
Jesus
Strike
Christ.
1. Looks like he went up there guessing on the first pitch and he was going to sell out to it. Didn't make any contact though.
Next offering is in for a strike. And the pitch. Going to count 1 and 2. The wind of the pitch. Popped up. 1 away.
Again. It's so effective against me. I am looking so low because of the primary sinker.
He's been inconsistent offensively. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And downstairs. Next pitch is inside.
That's a surprising ball. He's been willing to give that. He's been calling him right on the edge.
Next pitch in
That's
for
fine.
a strike, 3-1. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and it's through for a hit.
That'll work.
Now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And you can feel this crowd.
That's a
waking
bad
up
swing.
here
That's
as the
the
guys are starting to
impatience
make
I'm
some
talking
noise
about.
with their
There's no
bats.
reason for that. It's way.
Tying run at the plate.
There we go. Just take it.
I
I mean, I don't think that's the worst swing there. I mean, obviously, if it goes wrong, it goes like really wrong. But he's been calling strikes on the on that outside portion or on the edge, so maybe not the worst thing in the world.
Bounce back to the mound, and it gets by him. Behind his back to second, to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Number 1, Kyle.
It's what it adds up to. It adds up to that, which, you know, thankfully Rodriguez has the 85, 86 speed to not have that be a double play. But the way that a bad swing there puts me in an 0-2 count, or, you know, 0-1 and then another strike, and ugh, it's
This one popped up. Muncy under it. And that will end the inning. One left for Seattle. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ramon Laureano. Next pitch downstairs. 1-0. Just missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And a pitch. Bounce to the right. Frazier over to pick it up.
that's a huge miss. That was a 4-seam fastball I should be crushing. He has the power, Kyle Lewis does, to get that out of the yard, to drive it. Rodriguez has the speed. It's why I have him at the number 1 spot with that speed, to try and get around, to get first and third, to get all the way home. And it's a missed pitch. It's my frustration coupled with just missing it.
The catcher, Sean.
2 outs,
I don't.
base empty.
It's surprising to see so many pitches up in the zone.
Up the middle.
That is, by some fucking miracle, not absolutely demolished.
And that keeps the inning going.
You can see that I've been dealing with a lot of runners on the base paths because, and especially early in the innings, because I am a little quick on some of these.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck, and forget it. He'll circle the bases, and they add on. It's 4-0.
Timing off on some of those pitches early in the inning with giving up a lot of hits early. So I'm kind of in that that quick pitch mode, or from the stretch, I believe is what they call it.
There's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Logan Davidson. First offering, and it just misses. The pitch. And there's the strike. And here it comes.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Bounced up the middle. That's a hit. And that extends the inning.
We've somehow only thrown 35 pitches. That is surprising.
But he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Davidson off of first with 2 away. Next offering is
That was an awful slider. I am very lucky that they did not crush that.
Buy him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now.
This game is being mean today. This is unbelievable, honestly.
And now, Tony Kemp in the air, right field.
That's another
Kemp
really bad
settles
slider.
under it, makes the play, and
But a
it's
2-out,
for
2-run home run,
He's with a
and
2-run blast.
we're quickly falling out of this
As the A's are
game.
on top.
We've given up 9 hits. The game, it's not even on the hardest difficulty. How? How is it going
Back
this
at T-Mobile
poorly?
Park, and now Ketel Marte.
Leading
Chris,
off for the
baseball
Mariners,
today, so many strikeouts,
designated
and they
hitter,
are available to
Ketel
pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
All of
Next
them, I
off,
believe, on
he is
home
down
runs.
low.
Yeah, his swing
2
is
solo
so
shots and a
good.
2-run
It's in
home
the
run.
zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground. Sneaks through.
Sinker
base hit.
way up in the
And
zone there.
aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. Haniger having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. There's a line drive to left field. Can't get there. Base hit. Throw back in
Another
quickly.
sinker left up
First
in the
and second,
zone.
Now with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended.
Saw that one pretty well.
No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. That one's
That's
in
fine.
there, 0-1.
Let it go low, no big deal. Oh, darn
Puts
it,
it
that
in
one.
the air out towards left center. And there's one down.
Damn. Could have tagged up. Not a great throw.
Now back,
2 on with
first
1 out.
baseman,
And now the first
Abraham.
baseman, Abraham Toro.
Toro.
In there for strike 1.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
That's a bad swing on that circle change.
1 out.
I know it's 0-2
Runners at
either
first and
way, but
second.
I'm okay with that swing. Don't want to leave it in the hands of the umpire. See if he goes high here on pitch number 4.
0-2 now.
He does,
Swing
and
a
I do
pop-up.
exactly what
Infield
I've
fly rule call.
done this entire homestand.
Now batting, third
So
baseman,
first and second with
Key
2
Bryant.
outs. Here's the third baseman,
Hayes.
Key Brian Hayes. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Righty delivers. In the air, left field, Armenteros. In position, he's got it, and that'll do it. Mariners leave a couple. They trail it here 4-0. Back in Seattle, stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson.
leading off for the Athletics, the first baseman, Matt
The pitch.
Olson.
This one chopped to first. Toro picks it up. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
I bumped my
Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
my
When you
monitor.
talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Next offering is down.
Another
low.
bad slider.
Ball 1.
Have not had that
When you look
pitch
at
today.
players like this, you play that hot corner, Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Here's Ramon Laureano.
The batter, the center fielder, Ramon.
That's a base hit.
Oh, I actually threw that to the wrong base. Thank God it was a...
And now it's going to be Steven Piscotty.
And Boog, I say he's due.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. Home half of the 5th coming up.
I am playing with fire here. However, I'm not scoring any runs, so it's kind of hard to, like, care. Like, I've given up 11 hits through 5 innings. But I'm not scoring anything, so it's kind of like, whatever.
And welcome back. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Cal Raleigh.
Leading up for the Mariners, the catcher.
The right-hander back to work.
Raleigh.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. And he's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So man aboard, Adam Frazier up next for the Mariners.
Now batting, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Throw on to Olsen, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well,
that was a bad at bat.
Keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Alberto Rodriguez. First pitch, and he just missed.
I mean, if I can manufacture the run, at least get something going, that's a positive. I don't really want to burn 2 outs to do it.
And he deals. And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. And a ball evens the count. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive. 2-2. And that one wrapped foul.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these guys are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more, even though there hasn't been a ball.
Got me with that sinker. Yeah, that makes sense. I cheated a little bit low. I'm more susceptible to it right there.
Kyle Lewis up next for the Mariners.
Number 1, Kyle Lewis.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Good late sink on that.
Way too aggressive. Like, just not even.
By the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground to short. Throw on to Olsen. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Mariners leave 1. They're down 4-0. Back here at the ballpark, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
And 1-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
On the ground to third. The throw to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Armenteros. The
That's a-
hit takes ball 1.
That's a fucking strike, man. What the fuck? Are you serious?
The pitch. Foul ball there.
Like, with all of all the calls you've been making, right on the edge, right on the border, that
The
one's
next
the
pitch
one
misses.
that's like, no, that's the
It's
ball.
2-1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Out number 2.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
That's ripped. Base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the lineup. Max Muncy up next for the A's. In there, and it's 0-1. And a pitch.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
The next offering misses. 2-1. Line to left. Oh, he can't bring it in. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
You got to get on your horse and get to that thing and get it back in, because he's going to come barrel around first. He's going to put pressure on you if you bobble it or you don't get there in a hurry.
And now this is down for a base hit. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 6-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
What an absolute disaster.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. New pitcher for the Mariners, Justin Dunn. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length
I
out of
cannot
this
get
arm.
out of these innings.
Coming out of the bullpen,
I've given
we'll
up
see just
so
how many
much
outs he's
two-run
able to give the
damage.
skipper.
Kemp off of first with 2 away.
And just, I have no idea why this is going so wrong.
Now fly ball to right center. Lewis makes the catch, and that'll do it. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Mariners nothing.
Kind of a just, honestly, just a disastrous combination
Back onto the
of
6, and now the DH. Cattell
poor
Martin.
offense and bad defense. Gave up way too many hits, too often, too early. Those were the first 2 small ball home runs, or small ball runs that they had scored.
Tap to first. Olsen handles the chance, takes it himself, and a quick out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. First offering misses the mark.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead.
I am
At this point, got to attack hitters, even if
I
you
am
give up a solo shot.
completely lost at the plate. I have been either driving them into the ground or popping them into the air. I have not made solid contact really at all throughout these last couple of games.
Next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that's outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. 3-1.
I honestly, I have no answers.
And he reluctantly takes his walk.
We'll be losers of 3 of our last 4 if we can't turn things around here. with the lone victory just more and more baffling with the way I've been playing. And that whole game, too, was at a higher difficulty. It didn't bump in the middle of that game. It had bumped in the previous game that we lost 5-4.
Liner, base hit.
And, I don't know. Just so many blown opportunities yesterday to try and get a win. Maybe lock this thing up in the AL West. We've given up 14 hits. 14 hits.
Feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Abraham Toro will hit next. In the air out towards right center. Laureano glides back. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the
That
ball stayed
one
in the
still
farm? We'll never know, but they do get a run
was
across with a
popped.
chance
I mean,
to do more
thankfully he
damage
had
in the
enough
inning.
power to get that into the
Second
gap,
and third,
but
one gone. And up next for Seattle, Key Brian Hayes. Base hit, one run in already. Laureano fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe as 2 runs score on the play.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Raleigh.
Really good
Now
piece of
batting,
hitting last
catcher.
time, going to the opposite field.
First offering and it just misses.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that chance handled. The feed for 1. Over to first. That's 2. Nicely done. 1-6-3, and that will end the inning.
just,
Through 6
oh
full.
my
It's the
God.
A's 6 and the Mariners
Just
3.
right to him. Right to him. So those 2 runs we gave up in the top half of the 6th, the 2 small
Back into
runs,
Oval
small
Park.
ball runs.
New inning getting started.
Is there a way to look at stats? Game log. Yeah, 2 in the 6th could prove to be the difference.
Matt Chapman.
We're going to stick with Justin Dunn here on the mound.
Just missed. Right-hander kick steals.
That sucks.
He hasn't wanted to challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Ramon
Now
Laureano up next for the A's. 1 for
Ramon
3.
Laureano.
First pitch just misses. Righty to the plate. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Damn it.
Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is popped up. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Steven Piscotty up next for the A's. First pitch, and he just misses.
Come on. How am I not getting these things? I mean, they're
2
just
outs.
sailing on me.
Just off the outside part
It's
of the plate.
100% accurate.
Yeah, the righty deals. And that one is lifted in the air.
I'm very lucky that that was not blasted out of the
This one
stadium.
up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the A's are gone in order.
All right, we're down to our final 9 outs here. We made up a little bit of the deficit, 6-3.
Back in Seattle, bottom of the 7th. Here's Adam Frazier.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Bassett back to
The
work.
second baseman, Adam.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
Here comes the skipper. And
Yeah, this makes sense. I'm a little surprised they left him in.
That's it for Chris Bassett. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. So a lefty out of the pen, A.J. Puck.
A.J. Puck coming in, 33 games with a 2-1 record, 8 holds, 32 innings with a 2.23 ERA. Nobody batting all that well. Under 2 or at tops 200 for the righties and 192 for the lefties.
Now the left fielder, Alberto Rodriguez.
4-seam at 98, slider at 89, sinker at 97, circle change at 90.
First offering misses the mark.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Left-hand hitter waits.
I want to be very patient here. We have absolute power coming up after this. With Kyle Lewis, Ketel Marte,
Frazier gets his lead at first.
and Mitch
Nobody out.
Haniger.
Next pitch is outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And he walked it.
Okay, made that fairly easy. I was going to let that one go either way.
Pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Kyle Lewis up next for the Mariners. Bounce to the left side. And it gets by him.
No. Turn around.
And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
The designated hitter.
Here's Ketel Marte.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Bases juiced. No outs.
That's a bad swing.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this.
Base hit, 1 run is
He's
in.
fast. 1-run game.
And it's a 1-run game.
What the fuck?
These guys are relentless. Just till the bell sounds, and they are going to keep coming at you, trying to get you into the corner and knock you out.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners for the 4th time tonight.
Haniger.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter.
He dives, but he can't make the catch. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Just a huge at bat right there. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. And the first offering is not.
He almost got hit and walked in the tying run.
They are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
Next one misses, and the count is 2-0. That one missed.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And a 3-0 finds the zone. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Armenteros.
I don't think it was worth
down.
the send.
There's one away.
He would have made it. It was a bad throw.
On to pitch now for Oakland, Adam Calera. And he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. Now, here is Abraham Toro, the switch hitter batting right. And that's in there for strike one.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
0-2 now. That one drifts inside. One, two now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Grounder might be two. To second, that's one. Got him. The double play cuts down the potential tying run.
Well, we can never overstate it. Pitcher's best friend right there. Double play, gets out of the jam, saves some pitches.
All set for the start of the inning. Digging in for
I
Oakland,
can't get out of my own way.
Murphy.
I'm so frustrated.
The right-hander back to work. Ripped on the ground.
It's just, it's the decision making. Send him. Fuck it. Send him. Tie the fucking game up. Like, let's go. And then a double fucking play to end the fucking inning with a goddamn bases loaded situation.
Right side, foul territory. Toro makes the grab. 2 down.
Such a fucking waste. Oh my goodness.
Now here is Logan Davidson.
And I made a couple of good adjustments in there. I thought maybe there was a play. I think that it loaded the bases. But it got knocked down by the shortstop or the second baseman. Or third baseman, sorry. Shortstop or third baseman. And I had sent somebody home because I thought, oh, that'll get through into the outfield, and realized my mistake. Was able to get them to get back.
Nothing doing there for the A's. They lead it, however,
It's just
6-5.
Send him on the sac fly. Try and tie this game up. It was a terrible throw. Obviously, hindsight 2020.
Now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Deolis Guerra.
An absolute fucking disaster of the last few games. 3 of the last 4 games have been absolute duds. 93 on a fastball, 84 on a circle change, 86 on a slider, 79 on a curveball, 83 on a sinker.
On the ground to third, and he grabs it in foul ground. And a pitch.
Way too many power swings. I'm getting so irritated and anxious and frustrated.
The closer getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Next one off the plate inside. Now 1-2. Right-handed reliever. That one just misses.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Now batting.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. They say you win. Next offering misses. 1-2 to count. And the pitch. That one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And now it's filled up.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Kicks and fires. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Armenteros gives chase.
Definitely missed that slider. Pitch number 4.
Pitch on the ground, right side. Oh, he gloves it. Throw to the pitcher, and they get the out.
I love the fact that the pitcher didn't become a spectator on this play. Nice job by the first baseman to dive, get dirty, knock that ball down. And if the pitcher's not there, he's got nobody to flip it to. Excellent job by both those guys.
Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And that's a foul ball.
Oh, God, the circle change.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it,
I'm
like
not
a
doing
fastball,
anything in the playoffs.
velocity.
12 hits, 5 runs.
Welcome
Disgusting.
back. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Max
The
Muncy.
second baseman, Max.
Fastball in for a strike. That's strike
Really poor game in all facets on me this time around.
And a swing and a
Not
miss.
seeing the ball well, not swinging with confidence.
Do it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Ground ball up the middle. Frazier collects, gathers, and throws to first.
Justin Dunn's played well.
Leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The batter, number 5.
My decision making has been
Tony
very
Kemp
poor.
digs in now.
Tony Kemp.
In there for strike 1. The wind of the pitch. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. The next pitch misses.
Damn, just missed.
And that's ball 1. And that skips into dirt.
Yeah, that one felt wrong.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Olsen stands in now and watches strike 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. He swings and fouls one off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
The wind to kick the pitch. Foul ball. Next offering is foul
All
ball.
right, what is he not seeing? How about a circle change?
And that one fouled off.
I just
5
throw
foul
like a
balls in row.
slider,
I
like
have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Jesus
Ground ball,
fucking
left side.
Christ.
Fair ball.
You're
The
shitting
turn,
me.
He's digging for second. The throw in and into second easily with a 2-out
That is
double.
so frustrating. That is so frustrating. I can't get one swing and miss. He's super late on that.
The other way,
Piece of
they've
shit.
got eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Matt Chapman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. 1-run game. The A's looking for some insurance. Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
That was a terrible pitch. Terrible pitch. Don't usually miss the slurve with Justin Dunn like that.
At the belt and fires. Off the outside edge.
Man, if we could just get one of those like borderline calls in our favor, that'd be
High chopper to third.
fantastic.
Sends it to first.
All right, here we go. We're going to have good batters up. We're going to have an opportunity here. Rodriguez, Lewis, Marte.
And the Mariners 5.
It has been a disastrous shithole of a game so far. They're going to bring in Trevino. He has a nearly 6 ERA. Righty's batting well. Lefty's batting well.
Back to the top of the Seattle order. And the batter now, Alberto Rodriguez. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading.
Sinker at 97, fastball at 98, cutter at 95, circle change at 90, slurve at 80.
And get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
Out to short, Davidson collects it. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And fouled off.
Too high.
Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
The pitch. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball, strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. There's a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
A's leading by a run here in the last half of inning number 9. Next one misses, and a count 1-2. Just one strike away. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll do it. The A's take game 1 of the series on the road.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.
6-5 the final here today. Oakland victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Oh man, this one this hurts. This is a bad loss. We gave up 14 hits to a team that was 3-7 in their last 10. They're in the bottom of the division. What the fuck am I doing? What am I doing so wrong? Like, I just don't understand what the problem is. 15 hits given up. My decision making was pretty terrible. I feel like that's probably one of the reasons I'm playing so poorly. Not seeing the ball well at the bat or at the plate. I needed to pull Sheffield way before I did. He gave up 14 hits in 5 innings. 5 innings. 5.2 innings, 14 hits. No strikeouts, no walks, 6 earned. Trevino gets save number 33. Chris Bassett pitches 6 innings. He gave up 9 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 earned. Matt Olson's your player of the game, 2 for 5. Home run double, 2 ribbies, a run. Muncy was 4 for 5 with a couple of doubles. Scored twice. Armenteros had the 2-run blast. Ketel Marte was 3 for 5. He knocked in 2. Toro 1 for 4 with a double. Knocked in 1. Scored once. Haniger was 2 for 3. He scored. Cal Raleigh was 1 for 4 with the double. Unbelievable. We have such an easy end of September. It is hard to overstate how bad these teams are. Los Angeles, fine. They're fine. They've given us trouble. They're winning in this season, but they're not as good in real life. We somehow beat a possible playoff team in San Diego, short swept them. We played well against the White Sox, a playoff-bound team. We played okay against Atlanta. That's a 50-50 one. I know that 4-9 game is weird. we lost a series to the Angels, squeaked out a win against the Athletics, had a weird series in Kansas City, lost to Texas, and everything feels like it is such a struggle. And I don't know. I got to pull Sheffield. That's on me. I warmed up pitcher up and everything, and then you kind of start to get into that flow where you're like, okay, maybe we could turn this around. He has a low pitch count. He only threw 35 pitches through 4 innings or so. Like, it was a weirdly low pitch count for the number of hits that we'd given up. But I noted, too, that I was playing with fire. And if we don't give up those 2 runs in the 6th, we win that game. That is devastating. That is a devastating loss. This is a devastating homestand. We're at best going to go 3-3. We are likely going to go worse. Sean Manaea, he's on the mound tomorrow. 9-7 record with a 3.91 ERA. Left-handed pitcher. Is going to go against Robbie Ray, lefty versus lefty here. 17-8 for Robbie Ray, 2.73 on the ERA. Game number 161 tomorrow, and we are into October. Postseason is in 2 days. Astros still 2 games behind us. The magic number is 1. We just have to win 1. That's it. That's all we have to do. We got to win 1 game to buy ourselves a ticket into the division round. It is that fucking simple, and I cannot do it. We will see you tomorrow for game number 2 of this series. We're going to have to probably tinker with the lineup a little bit. We will be facing a left-handed pitcher, which means that we will see right-handed heavy lineup, but we won't see like an Abraham Toro because he doesn't bat well. But we're going to make sure that we have Lewis. We're going to make sure we have Ketel Marte. We're going to make sure that we have Haniger. Dom T. Williams, he's off the injured list. He'll be back in the game tomorrow. That's a good first 4 right there. I know it's lefty-lefty to start with Dom T. Williams. He hits better against lefty than he does against righties. It's very weird. I don't know why. I have a better approach with him versus lefties. Had a good approach with Rodriguez against a lefty earlier. We'll see about maybe... I don't have enough outfield spots. Never mind. I was going to say, thinking about maybe trying to get Rodriguez still in, leave him in the game. But it's fine. We're losers of 2 in a row. We're 5-5 in our last 10, but our magic number is 1. 1 win. That is all we need. Let's take a quick look at the wild card picture here. Unfortunately, the Angels have lost. They lost the 1 game that they could not lose, and they are eliminated from playoff contention. So your American League bracket is set. Yankees, Astros, White Sox, Mariners, and Blue Jays. In the National League, there's still a little bit of movement that could happen. Braves beat the Mets today. The Mets need to basically reverse sweep to tie that division and send it to a game 163. I don't know. It'll probably depend on how things go out in the West. Cardinals, they've clinched. They've had it for a while. Dodgers have had it for an even longer amount of time. We got a 3-way tie. Well, a 2-way tie, for that second spot in the wild card. Fascinating. I was super interested to watch some of this stuff or to see how it goes. Mets and Padres, they're tied for that second wild card spot. Mets are 2 games behind Atlanta. So we'll see what happens. Both of those teams are 5-5 in their last 10. So keep an eye on the bottom of your sports, your tickers at the bottom as tomorrow's game happens. I'm sure I'll talk a little bit about it before we get started. But thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's game. We made it close. We had one of those weird times where we scored 5 runs, but it wasn't enough. We rarely we rarely lose when we score more than 5, but this time we were behind by 6, so scoring 5 didn't really matter. We had that happen in a previous game as well, which is kind of like we scored 5, but we were out of it for a lot of it. Huge blown opportunity with the bases loaded. I got to make better decisions, base running. Got to take more calculated gambles and just try and hope that it'll work. They were throwing the ball not all over the yard from the outfield, but they were not accurate with their throws. We had some opportunities to move some base runners up, perhaps on a throw to deep to center, Second base, could have gone to third, tagged up to go to third. Probably should have tried to send him home and tie that game. If a pitcher is struggling early, I can't be afraid to use the bullpen, and especially with kind of not like desperation mode, but like desperation mode, I could use a starter. If another starter is struggling, I could bring in someone I have a little more confidence in, because I don't have a ton of bullpen arms that I love. Justin Dunn, Diego Castillo, Casey Sadler, and obviously Paul Sewald are kind of the four names there, but maybe get creative. Maybe throw a starter out there that can go for a little bit. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching again. I know these have been kind of long spiels at the end and even kind of at the beginning, but hopefully you're enjoying these games. We're winding down the season. We have 2 games left. Just have to win 1. That's it. That's the goal. Win 1. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Good sports. Go Mariners.